All right, team, what is happening? Welcome back to another episode on the Weight Loss for Women 40 Plus podcast with Josh. Let's get cracking. So, into this podcast, we are going to be talking about protein. We're diving in protein targets so that you can lose the next 5, 10, 15, 20 kilograms, see some progress, get back to looking sexy. Now, this information, what I'm giving you, is not what I think is going to work. It is what has successfully worked for more than 2,000 of our clients. In the last half a decade, we have seen 2,000 plus ladies go through the program with coaching, learn skills, get knowledge, dominate their weight loss challenges, and finally solve the fucking problem that has been hoarding them for years. So if you're looking for that, listen up, buckle up, and let's get rocking and rolling. Now, when I say protein, I'm not going to make you be a fucking bodybuilder and go buy tons of protein powders and just chug that down every single day. You do not need to do that if you want to lose weight. And the majority of ladies that I work with do not want to be bodybuilders. So we're not going to do the bodybuilder diet today. When I say protein, and I'm just going to strip it down really basic for a second because some people, everyone's got different level of knowledge when it comes to where they are with their nutrition. There are three categories food sits into: protein, carbohydrates, and fats. These are what we call our macros. So these are the macronutrients. Then we have micronutrients, vitamins, minerals, all that kind of good shit. So every single food that you eat fits into one of those categories remotely. Protein isn't just protein powder. You find protein in many different things. You've got your meats. It's found in some things like tofu, yogurt. What else have we got? We've got beans. We've got drawing blanks. Pretty much meat is most of the protein that we're going to have. We've obviously got the dairy, the milk, the cheeses, the yogurts. In some nuts, protein can be found in so many things. So when I say you have to hit a certain protein target, it doesn't have to come from fucking dried up chicken breast. That is an annoying way to do it. I do not care if my clients eat lamb or fish or beef or seafood. I don't care if you have all your protein come from oysters. It does not matter. There are no fat loss proteins. There is only hitting the protein target by the end of the day. So how much protein should you be eating? Let's run a couple of numbers. Let's say you're eating 1,400 calories. There are, let me get my science right. There are 4 calories per 1 gram of protein. Let's say you're eating 33% of your diet is protein. If you're eating 1,400, let's make it 1,500 calories for my quick maths. 500 calories is going to be for protein and 1,000 calories is going to be for carbs and fats, working off even numbers. That means of that 500 calories, we're going to divide that by 4. 500 divided by 4 is 125. Yes, 125. So that means you would need to eat to have 1/3 of your total dietary calories as protein. You would need to eat 125 grams of protein. Now, this is where people mix it up. They think 125 grams means I need to go find 125 grams of chicken. No. This is not what that means. 125 grams of protein from your food. Chicken, let's just use chicken as an example. Chicken is not 100% protein. Not even protein powder is 100% protein. Chicken is a protein source, meaning you find protein in your chicken. Let me just turn my aircon on because I'm sweating bullets. So when you're calculating this, you have to track it through a calorie counter, like MyFitnessPal, or if you have like our Bliss Body U app has a calorie counter in there, so clients can track their food on our app. But if you don't have that, things like MyFitnessPal are free. If you put 100 grams of chicken into MyFitnessPal, it's going to tell you there's only 18 to 25 grams of protein in that chicken. Or maybe let's just say 20 for argument's sake. So if you only ate 125 grams of chicken for the whole day, it's not 125 grams of protein. There's only about 25% of the chicken is protein. The rest of it is other shit. So don't fall into that trap. So we need to find 125 grams of pure protein throughout the day. So it might be some chicken, some yogurt, it could be some beef, it could be fish, salmon. It's actually a decent amount. Otherwise, you'd be under eating by a country mile. The reason why protein is so important for fat loss, particularly over the age of 40, is that protein is going to lead to a couple of things. It helps your metabolism. So if you have low protein, generally have a low metabolism, it's going to help out with your cravings. Protein is a satiating food, meaning like you can't eat tons and tons of protein. You can't eat protein as easy as you can eat carbs. Carbs are easy to eat. They're not very satiating. Protein makes you feel fuller for longer. I guarantee. Our clients, well, ladies before they became clients, skipping meals, under eating, low protein, snacking like an asshole. Fucking eating the snacks, binge eating, stress eating, just smashing the not so good food at the end of the day. You put them on a decent amount of protein, that wipes out 80 to 90% of those cravings. They're like shocked when this happens. They're like, oh my God, I was unsure how I was going to control my sweet tooth, and now I don't even get the cravings. I'm like, magic. That's why you have a coach. The coach is going to give you the keys to the castle, the things that are going to work the best for where you're at right now. So protein's going to help with that. Now, protein also is one of the building blocks of your hormones. So if you have low protein, you're more than likely having hormonal problems, fluctuations in your hormones, night sweats, with the mood, with the energy. You're probably going to have to be on like hormone replacement, HRT, seeing the doctor. Ladies, HRT has a place. Do not get me wrong. But if you're not eating right, you're not exercising, you're not sleeping well, and then you go to the doctor's going to go, wow, you're in a bit of a fucked up state right now. Let's put you on HRT. The doctor's not going to go, tell me about your sleep. Tell me about your food. Tell me about your exercise. They're going to see the problem and try to solve that problem. 80% plus of our clients who are eating well, sleeping well, and regularly exercising do not need to use the supplements and the replacement therapies, the hormonal things, patches and tablets and all that kind of good stuff, because they're getting it sorted out through their basic fucking lifestyle. Now, if you have a shithouse lifestyle, your body's not going to work properly, and you're probably struggling with losing weight, shitty metabolism, unregulated, dysregulated hormones. So, of course, the doctor's going to say, do that to fix the problem. It's just a Band-Aid. Imagine you're walking down the road, you're on the concrete footpath, and you see a massive fucking crack in the footpath, and you put a Band-Aid over the top of it. Do you think that's going to solve the problem? Probably not. And that's what most people are doing. They're trying to put a Band-Aid on a massive gaping fucking crack in their life. Don't be that person. Be the person that ticks all the other boxes first and uses that as a last resort, not the fucking first resort. Okay, cool. Protein is a game changer. It's going to help with the fat loss. It's going to help with the cravings. It's going to help with the hormones. We just need to make sure we're getting enough. So just to give you a number for the ladies that are a little bit more fancy playing with some macros, we wouldn't want to do less than about 110, 120 grams of protein per day. You don't want to be going less than that if you're tracking your macros. So that means 1/3 of calories is protein, 2/3 comes from carbs and from fats. Nice and simple. Well, it's simple if you know the tracking side of things. If you do not know how to track food, or you have no fucking idea what I'm talking about when it comes to macros and food and protein and these kind of things, well, you probably need a coach. You probably need someone to run you through how to do this, how to get it right, and what targets you should be having. One of the biggest fuck-ups I see people do is they jump on Instagram or TikTok or even YouTube, and they do the targets of the random fucking person that they're following. Do you know how calorie targets and macro targets are constructed? Is it just all women over 40 should have the same amount of calories and protein? Should all women over the age of 40 be eating the same thing? No. It's not just based on your age or your height or your weight. Here's the thing. Just because someone's heavier than you doesn't mean they should be eating more than you. Do you think that a 110 kilogram woman should be eating more calories than a woman that is 65 kilograms? She's got a good 40, 50 kilograms on her. Do you think she should be eating more than the woman that's nearly half her size? Well, the answer depends on their activity levels. So if I have a woman, 110 kilos, average height, fucking 50 years old, and she has a very sedentary job. She drives from home to work, grabs the elevators. She doesn't do many steps. She's got a desk job. She's very sedentary. She has a low amount of calories that she burns throughout the day. Now, let's compare her to the woman that's 65 kilograms, 50 years old, same age, same height, different weight. Why would she be eating more? Well, if she has an active job, let's say she gets 15 to 20,000 steps in per day. She's a childcare worker. She's chasing after kids, picking them up, putting them down, playing with them, walking around. She's on her feet all day. That woman is burning significantly more calories than the lady that has the office job. The calories that you are eating aren't just determined by your age, height, and weight. It's also determined by what level of activity that you have. Imagine that lady's also training 5 days a week at the gym, 45-minute sessions, plus she's getting those steps in. She's burning a monumental amount more than the lady who's 110 sitting there doing fuck all in the day, very sedentary. So you should not go online and just do what someone else is doing. The calories we give our clients, the macros, the splits, is dependent on the lifestyle that they live. So you cannot put everybody on the same thing. And this is why you buying a program online without actually talking to a coach who's actually built it for you is comical. You don't want to do that because it's not taking into consideration so many of your factors, lifestyle factors. Don't get me even started on like the amount of kids you have, the amount of time that you have, the preparation time. Like it has to be simple. The retired woman at 61, single, is very different to the 42-year-old woman with 3 young kids, married, working full-time. They are different plans, different lifestyles. They should be doing the exact same thing. So if you're looking for a coach, it's probably time to reach out. Jump on Instagram, Josh Humphreys. Hit us up, say, hey, I've been listening to the podcast. I'm interested to learn more about the VIP transformation program. Boom, we'll have a chat. We'll see if what we do would work for you. We cannot help everybody. We're not fucking the Tony Robbins of weight loss. We cannot help everyone. The ladies that we can help, they're going to crush it. Other ladies that we can't help, well, we're going to refer you on to someone else, probably a little bit more specialized. You might need to get some shit sorted out before you work with us. But we won't know until we talk to you. All right, ladies, lots of love. Go kick your goals, and I'm going to see you in the next one.